This is code.org. Let's see what's going on here. Web poetry, sure. Extra line of code. In some situations, like a poem or a list, you want to start a new line inside the same paragraph, like you might do in poetry. You can use the ooh, good, we're using the BR tag for this. Now, BR is a line break. You'll notice it's just simply this. BR doesn't have a closing tag. Well, it is sometimes written like, like BR space, but that's because of XML, XHTML, and other rules that you don't need to know. Regardless, BR doesn't have a closing tag, it's just this, because all it means is chop, make a break. You're not encasing or enclosing anything in it. Read the HTML and look for where the line break code is used to separate the lines, okay? Oh, it's right here. Oh, duh, yep, right there. Alright, add 2 more line breaks to separate out the other lines of the poem. I can't really brag. Let's see. I can't really brag. Oh yeah, and that's right next to till I have every tag. I love this poem. Till I have every tag. It's a computer stuff. Yeah. Okay. BR, boom. Right? Break, chop. And then I'm gonna put one here. Chop. And again, it doesn't need a closing tag, because all we're doing is saying chop. We're not trying to wrap something around it. I do want to point out we're using it at the end of the lines, which looks really nice, but it doesn't have to be, right? I could put a BR here. This is so we can read it, but the computer, what if I wanted this word to be breaked out? Chop, right? This, how we're doing it, is for us. It's really nice to read in this manner, but these tags work. The computer processes them whether they're on their own lines or not. Bam. Useful when writing poems, addresses, all sorts of stuff. Cool. Onward. And, desserts, horizontal. Is this HR? Yes! I'm dirty. In some situations, you'll want to insert a horizontal line, especially if you don't want to use, modern CSS and all that. To break up themes in a page, you can use the HR tag for this. Read the HTML. Okay, so HR means horizontal line. It's kind of like the BR tag I just talked about, in that it doesn't have an open and a closing tag. It does one thing. You don't need to wrap something around it. And here it is. If you don't believe me, I killed it, and it's gone. If yours didn't go, boom. But I think we're going to want it there. HR. Yikes. There we are. Add more horizontal lines to break up the page by theme. A desert. Some space. A grassland. Oh, this is probably, okay, so right here, camel. Yep. And so it doesn't need a closing tag. I'm just going to put an HR tag. The nice thing about HR2 is it's kind of like a line break on its own. It gives you a little bit space above and below. Now, oceans. Boom, HR. And I just put that in the wrong place because, boom, oceans sectioned off. That's not what I wanted. HR. And again, no closing tag here, not needed. We're just chopping up the page to look, nice. Boom, awesome. All right, let's keep going here. My students, make sure to do all of these, but mister, there are so many. No, they're fun. You're welcome. Extra code, special character. All right. As you've learned, the character, the less than sign, is used for tags. If you want to use that character to show as a less than sign in paragraphs, we need special code. We're getting complicated. And that is this stuff. If you want to get complicated, like if you ever look at it in an address bar, right? So in Chrome, that's not what I want to show you. That is right up here. If there's ever a space up here, they represent that. It's 20. So maybe I say Mr. 20 Kaiser. That's actually a space in this type of language, the %20. Anyways, so what they're saying here is if you want to represent a less than sign, if I just do this, it's going to throw it off. It's going to try to read it as HTML. However, if I give it this ampersand LT semicolon symbol, the ampersand, by the way, is shift and the 7 key. This is an L and a T, not an I. And then it's a semicolon, which is next to the letter L. Okay? And that's what's doing this. Read the HTML and look for the word blah. Add less than sign wherever you see the heart. Oh, they're so mean about this. And this is going to be a bit tricky because, again, we have to use these weird symbols to that. So we're looking for the word heart. Heart. Okay, so there's one. And so what I'm going to do is this and symbol. Again, I hit shift and 7. L, T, and a semicolon, which is next to the letter L. And now where did this just appear? Way over here. but I also need the 3 to make a heart. And so you are going to be super tempted. I know I am. Notice I deleted the word heart because somehow that's more fun, I guess. Yay. I don't know, whatever. And okay, so here it says heart. You're going to be tempted like I am to be like, oh, okay, less than cited 3. Look, it's heart. Wait a minute, what? And that's again because the computer can't read it as that. It doesn't process it like that. It's looking at this like it's HTML, and if I put a less than sign like I just tried, it's going to think a tag is coming, and it's going to get real confused. And so this weird gobbly stuff is what's actually going to create that symbol. This tells the computer, make this symbol, don't look for an actual tag. I just need that symbol. Okay. Am I missing it? I'm going to do a Control F, secret, and look for the word heart, making sure I got these. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of them. Okay. And LT, joop, and 3. There we are. And LT. Oh, wait. The and sign, which is Shift 7, LT, joop, and 3. And how about now? How am I doing? And sign, which is Shift 7, LT, joop, and the semicolon next to the letter L. Let's see if I got them all. Looks like it. Oh, I forgot a 3 down here. How could I? Awesome. Tricky. Onward. Alright, and another special character. So this is similar to what we just did, right? As you've learned, the greater than is the close tag, is used to close tags. If these symbols are also in your text, the browser might mix them up with tags. Yeah, it's going to break stuff. It's going to think that there's a tag in your HTML, and, well, break stuff. To avoid this, we should use the special character this. It's the special character code. This is an AMP symbol. It is Shift 7. The letters G and T, and that's a semicolon, which is next to the key, the L key. Anywhere that we actually want to use this. All right, read the code and look for code is already used twice. Okay, and so we just need to add the greater than sign where it would make sense. It is already used twice. And I want to reiterate, okay, well, right now it's used here, right? What would happen if I do this? Let's say right in front of the and. The computer is going to get confused with all of these. And, it's actually kind of working right now. But what will often happen is when you are using these, and depending on where you are using greater than signs, you're going to break your page. It is going to be a pain. And that's why we want to use this and GT semicolon thing. So, they want us to use all places that it's appropriate. She made 21 sandwiches and 2114. So, this is where I do shift, the number 7, and GT, and then the semicolon, which is next to the letter L. Yep, that looks better to me. And then 17, so shift number 7, GT, zoom. And that is looking good to me. Think we got all those. Cool. Little symbols. Boom. All right. And now that. Extra, special, oof, okay. The ampersand character and Shift 7 can cause errors in your HTML code because it's actually used for special characters like less than symbols, like we just saw. And double quotation marks is encoded as that. So again, this is something that's used in code elsewhere. To use the character in a paragraph correctly, you really want to use the special code and AMP. So the and symbol, yes, you need an ampersand to encode an ampersand. This is an activity you'll make up a list of some of your favorite things and practice using ampersand. Read the HTML and look for the ampersand is used correctly. Replace the ampersand that is causing pink code with the special character symbol. Fill in the blank categories or add your own using the no code. Try to come up with examples that use the symbol. Okay, so notice this is pink right here, and that's because that's causing the problem. The computer is looking for something that is related to this, that would be related to special characters. And what we need to do to let it know, no, we really just want that and symbol. And it does show up, but it's going to be breaking stuff eventually. Boom. AMP, simple enough. All right. My favorite candy. I hate this, but it's in my mind because my dad loves it. Things you don't need to know. Good and plenty. Okay. Favorite food combination. Yeah. Okay. Chips. And I'm supposed to use the symbol. And, which is Shift 7. Amp, semicolon, which is the next letter. Chips and cheese? I guess. Sure. School colors. I'll do my high school colors. Green. Shift 7. AMP. Semicolon. Gold. Favorite movie. This is not true. Tom, I mean, it is true because teachers only watch Disney and cartoons. Tom Ampersand. Although they actually write and, but I'm not gonna overthink this. Anyways. But onward. Feel free. Try. Oh, you have learned to create your own. Cool. So, my students, you should tell me a bit about yourself. Make sure it's stylized. Make sure you use all 3 heading tags and at least 2 paragraphs any way you want. Everyone else, mess around with all that you've learned. HTML is super cool. Hello, world. Paragraph. This is great. Close paragraph. Onward and onward. Awesome.